yo, do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports, and there you get a look at Paul Brown Stadium on the banks of the Ohio River in Cincinnati. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the San Francisco 49ers and the Cincinnati Bengals. Touchdown, 49ers. Dez Bryant, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Niners have taken the early lead. And that right there is how you silence the home crowd.
All week long in preparation, visiting teams talk about it. Okay, we've got to start fast. We've got to take the crowd out of it, as you just talked about there. We've got to control the ball early. And in this case, forget fast start. This is a blazing start. What they've talked about all week is their offensive unit doing that. Not necessarily the guys returning the opening kickoff, but believe me, they'll take this.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the third leading rusher in the NFL last year, Todd Gurley. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now Gurley. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time. And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Off the play fake. Here's Haskins. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. A sack by Brandon Graham. He's been doing that since he entered the league in 2010.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area, but they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
Well, peel back the curtain, partner. We've got a pretty good look into how they plan to play this game. Aggressive seems to be the word. Going for it on 4th down in that situation.
Yeah, opening drive. Now, we know this coaching staff, they have traits of aggression in their history, but what a start to this game. They're going for it.
Yeah, a lot of people might say reckless, but they got it. 1 for 1 on 4th down here early in the game.
Now a handoff to Crowell. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
This will be play number 9 coming up on this relatively long opening drive as they look to convert on 3rd down. Now Haskins. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wilson eluding the pressure right. Looking in zone, but it's incomplete. Brandon Bolden that time, the one he was trying to get it to. 3rd down here.
Well, touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
I like this effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the 1st down. They're going to run. Here's Bolden. And he's got the 1st down as he gets it to the 8. Able to convert on 4th to bring up 1st and goal. That's a big 3 yards right there. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. On the ground, it's Cook. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Dalvin Cook, his 1st touchdown of the new season. And the 49ers add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. It's a gain of 6, moves them to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. Third and 2, now Haskins. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Apart from Kyler Murray, not too many mobile QBs in this year's rookie class, but some good scrambling there to get the 1st. On play action, Haskins taking a shot for Samuel. That's going to be caught. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Curtis Samuel, his 1st touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bengals have got it back to a 1-score game. Bullock good on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Wilson going to fake the give and keep it himself. And caught right side, Green. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Out of bounds at the 36-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 36, Wilson steps away to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Brooks Reed was able to find his way to the QB.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it.
And the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Brooks Reed able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
47-yard punt, a return of 4. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. It's Patrick Robinson there on the stop. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. Actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they've wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
12 yards there and a 1st down. And a nice little broken tackle run there by Todd Gurley, the 10th pick in the 2015 draft.
And that's what you get with him, that full package of speed, power, able to catch the ball in the backfield. Many people doubted him coming out because of the knee injury in college. They're seeing the full Todd Gurley now, and it hurts.
And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. Carl Nassib there on the tackle. A shotgun handoff now to Crowell. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. On the stop that time, it was Josie Jewell.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Look at the spin.
Balance.
Travis Kelce. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Travis Kelce, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
Flushed out right. On the right side, caught by Green. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a first down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2. Maybe 3.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 50-yard line.
From midfield now, here's Wilson setting up the screen for Cook. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
On 3rd and 1, Wilson. And he connects with Ebron. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Wilson now off the bootleg. He'll buy some time right. And he fires one incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. And it's 3rd down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. The Niners on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Here's Wilson. Over the middle, complete to Tate. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. The result, a first down as a quick slant gets him 14. Wilson going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's 6 of 7 now on this drive. Wilson. Eluding the pressure. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. Forced out to his left. He gets away from one. Buying time to his left. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
Well, there were a couple of extra defensive backs in the game, so he really had nowhere to go with the football despite his search for an open receiver. So he has to take off and run for it, but he comes up well short of the line to gain.
And this one is right down the middle. And they take a 17-14 lead. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle. Right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? Just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that part. I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off near the 34. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. Now Cook. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Dalvin Cook with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. Tavecchio good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this run? Haskins hit, and he lost by the 49ers. And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, you do I ever.
The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Haskins to throw it. Taking a shot for Samuel. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. Curtis Samuel, the one he was looking for. And now it's 2nd down. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Haskins. He's going to float this one deep right side. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
Intended for Michael Gallup. Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 10.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. 3rd down, here's Haskins. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Final play of the half. It's Haskins. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards, as he'll get this only back to the 20. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back.
Mike is 59. Mike is 59. Don't get nervous.
Now Haskins on first down. Taking a shot for Samuel. It's caught inside the 25. A big play there for Cincinnati. 59 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here.
Right there, 56. There we go, here we go.
Throwing on second and 14. Haskins. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Travis Kelce, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Bengals able to get this back within a touchdown. Bullock good on the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson sliding out of the pocket. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Brooks Reed. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
They'll roll him out right. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. The rushing numbers for Wilson may be down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And that's complete. It's Green here. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Wilson going to fake the give and keep it himself. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. From the gun, it's Wilson. Trying to get it to Ebron, and it's intercepted. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Travaris Cadet, his first carry. He was brought down by Devon Kennard.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Wilson. Over the middle, it's caught by Rodgers. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. First down, here's the run with Cook. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. On 2nd and 12, Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Brooks Reed able to record his 5th sack of the season.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And that will double their lead as it's up to 6. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Kelsey, the intended receiver there, and it's second down. They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Now after that last play, there's a Bengal down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. And the Bengals on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. Here it's 3rd and 3. Play action. Haskins. And this is going to be incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Now, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Here we go again.
And they'll indeed go for it with Haskins. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. Try to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Again, it's Cook. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop him. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A 13-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers add on to their lead. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. From the shotgun, Wilson dancing to his left. And he's got it here for the 2 points, but there is a marker down, so we'll have to see what that's about. So that one will be accepted. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. They begin with a run by Crowell. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And he takes it all the way down to the 32. Trailing here in the third, and that run might just be the spark that this offense needs.
And don't you just get the sense that he's going around not just in the huddle, but looking over at the bench and saying, ball, give me the ball. Let me carry this thing home.
Throwing now, Haskins on first down. And that is caught. Oh, what a catch at the 5-yard line. He got 29 yards that time. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, what, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gaudens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go. Come to Wild World. We want it.
Haskins will keep it on the sneak. And I don't think he got in. The big bodies up front held him at the 1. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal.
Mike's 59. Mike's 59. Better bring it to 6. I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it. Check 3, check 3, check 3. Switch, switch.
They'll try and throw forward with Haskins. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Jalen Richard, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Bengals have got it back to a 1-score game. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
To the right side to Eric Ebron. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
Throwing is Wilson, escaping the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Brooks Reed in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Here's Wilson. And he's going to go down again. K1 short with a sack. That's 315 pounds of man right there. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
We'll call that a 49-yard punt, but a net of just 39 following the 10-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
Check. Check. Hatchet. Check 37.
They go play action now. Haskins. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Curtis Samuel, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Check. 50. Any weapon. I'm coming after you.
Now a big spot for the rookie Haskins. Richard lost it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by a former first-round pick, Patrick Robinson. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch it and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
He's going to air it out deep for Green. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. Green once again the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down. Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the 1st down.
Here's a 1st down throw that's complete. And he goes out right around the 39. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Brooks Reed, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Rolling to his right. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
He certainly had plenty of success running the ball, and right now I'm getting this sense that he's looking to take off and run every time he steps back to throw it.
But they did a nice job there collapsing on him and holding him to a short gain. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. He completes it to Bryant. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Wilson going to fake the give and keep it himself. Out left side here to Bryant. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A good gain of 12 yards that time. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. From the pistol, they run it with Cook. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Wilson going to fake the give and keep it himself. And caught right side, Green. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Niners on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 11. Now Wilson. Out to his left. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down. They converted once earlier in this drive, but they'll roll the dice here again on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. Kyle Shanahan, an offensive mind, but his guys stopped up short, and the Bengals will get the football back. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Check, 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 check.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. He was looking for his tight end, Kelsey. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Let's go, D. Big Sears right here. We got to step it up.
So the victory here for San Francisco, and this not always an easy proposition, Charles. You had a West Coast team that traveled east, but they got the job done.
And there's so much that goes into it because your body time and your body clock different from what you're used to west, because if you go east, you're going to lose up to 3 hours, right? So is your body going to be awake when it's time to play? A lot of teams actually rehearse it. They practice it. Maybe the week of the game, they move everything up to that time frame so guys get used to doing it that way. I remember when I played at Tennessee, when we had to go from east to west, our trainer Tim Karen said, leave your watches on East Coast time. Every piece of information we got was East Coast Standard Time. Try to psychologically tell us what to do, as well as prepare our bodies the same way.
So for the 49ers, they did what they needed to do. They split their first 2 road games of the year, and they will head back home. And they'll try